If any of you hold even a single XRP, or even if you don't hold any XRP at all, you need to watch what I'm about to show you, okay? This is probably going to be the craziest week we've had since November in terms of all the crazy and amazing things happening in the markets right now. So here's what's going on this week from a macro point of view. These things are going around the world and have an effect on the world economy. First, the Fed will decide on interest rates on Wednesday. The meeting of Jerome Powell and the heads of the world's biggest tech companies will take place on Wednesday. On Wednesday, both Microsoft and Alphabet will report their profit. It is very important that all three of these things happen on Wednesday. We will find out if we get a 25 or 50 basis point cut. This will have a huge effect on how the markets behave and, of course, how much capital is available in the markets. Second, Microsoft, Alphabet, and Meta earnings. Also, it's very important because if all of these companies report earnings that are above or below expectations, the market will go through some crazy rises. Today, I'm going to show you a clip from Tom Lee. He is saying that he thinks a crazy rise will happen near the end of the year, in November or December, or maybe even the last few days of October. Get ready for things to get crazy. I want to talk about this now. BTC, you guys can see that my partner is giving you a 50% deposit bonus. If you deposit $100,000 on BTCC, they will give all of my users a $50,000 trading deposit bonus. You can sign up using my link to LeviCryptoCrusaders.com, and this is good for everyone. BTCC link was used to sign up as well. So if you use my link to sign up and pay USDT, you can take advantage of this from now until November 4th, so do this. There's a crazy 50% deposit bonus going on right now that no other exchange has ever offered before. Just visit my site. This is what it will look like. Click on this BTCC link. If you haven't already, sign up. If you already have, just pay money and you're good to go. Okay, so trade talks. Everything going on right now is really crazy. I told you guys a few days ago that Trump would undo all of these taxes on China, and here it is. We heard some news this morning. Investors are becoming aware that a trade deal is on the way. China's Vice Minister of Commerce just said that the US-China also agreed on some important trade problems. This includes steps related to fentanyl and controls on exports and tariffs, US Section 301 fees, trade growth, and cooperation on drugs. On top of all this, US Treasury Secretary Pisan says China is not ready to make a trade deal with us after 2 days of talks. Bessent has also said that China wants to make big US buying soybeans, all the while President Trump says he wants to reach a full agreement with China this week. And as we said on October 10th, President Trump's 100% tax on China is not likely to go through. I said this, the caboose letter said this, and now we're here. It's being turned around. That's why we need all the hopeful signs like the Fed cutting rates and tariffs going away. These things are happening and will happen next week. But there are also big things happening in the XRP and crypto ecosystems. Most importantly, I want to let you know that Zelle, a payments processor, will start accepting crypto stablecoins for foreign transactions. Hey, this is Zelle. Hey, this is PayPal. This is a list of all the big payment processors that handle financial transactions. All of the big banks are being forced to make these changes. There are moves being made right now by JP Morgan Chase, Bank of America, and other banks. I see some of your tweets that say, oh yeah, we have all this great news. Why does an XRP coin cost $1,000? It's easy to understand. This is because these things are being made better. They have not yet been merged. We know they're working on it, even if they haven't done these deals yet. Let it happen. They're making the plans and making it happen. They know how valuable this is, and every big bank wants to hold stable coins. That means that all big banks will have to hold the cryptocurrency for those stable coin transactions in order to pay the gas fees. They will also be investing in those blockchains because, well, it makes sense if you're going to know this. You can do business with trillions of dollars worth of Tether and then get access to even more trillions of dollars worth of treasury funds. That's what you get for having Tether. They use it to buy treasury bills so that they have extra cash. They'll also buy all of these cryptocurrencies because they will help the blockchains grow by trillions of dollars. Of course, all of this is taking place. And yes, I do think that there will be a big rise until the end of the year as these things happen. Getting the XRP Ripple Secret Road has been completed. Brad Garlinghouse himself has said that they are working on making XRP the core of the Hidden Road deal. Trillions of dollars pass through the Hidden Road, guys. Please pay attention to what I say and then look at this. Tom Lee came out, and here's an interesting quote. I'm going to play this Tom Lee clip. This is from a recent talk. You should pay close attention because he is making some very positive predictions. To be honest, I think he has a good point. Pay attention, cryptocurrencies will go up until the end of the year. Of course, the fact that JP Morgan is open to the idea of crypto as security is very helpful. There are still 10 weeks left in the year, and there are 6,800 SMBs. So I still don't think it's a good assumption to say that the S&P should gain another 4% in a normal year. That would put us over 7,000 by the end of the year, and I think that's about the lowest price that could go up. But the Fed has been cutting rates since September. They've been on hold all year. That has only happened twice in the last 50 years, in 1998 and 2024. I think the S&P, because of the doubt that has been in this market all year, we could do a lot better than 4%, maybe even 10% of the way through. Wow. Okay. So what does crypto do? Even more so when you see how those economies are changing. In contrast to what's happening with tariffs, global trade, and other issues, there was a huge deleveraging event in crypto on October 10th. Part of that was caused by rising trade and tariff issues between the US and China. That was the biggest liquidation event for crypto in 5 years. There are still ripple effects affecting the crypto market 2 weeks later, but I think we're almost past them because open interest for both Ethereum and Bitcoin is at all-time lows. When the technicals for both Bitcoin and Ethereum are turning out to be good, that's why I think crypto will go up until the end of the year. It does help to see. The people at JP Morgan say they're okay with crypto being used as security. You're good, right on. He says this more than once. The biggest banks in the world are talking about letting people use crypto as security. That's right, they're adding crypto to their systems. They are getting coins that won't change. They are making their own safe coins. They're making these coin deals. This is what Zelle and PayPal are doing. Everything that JP Morgan does, they do it. Crypto companies buy legacy, hidden road types of purchases all the time. Things like this happen every single day. It's happening now. In my opinion, there is no better time than now to lock in on the markets. Guys, I just want to tell you that you can all take advantage of this right now. When you use my link to sign up for BTC and make a deposit, you'll get a 50% bonus. This is a crazy advertisement. This kind of thing will never happen again.